dating, to me, I feel like I put a lot of effort in, and sometimes I don't get that effort in return.
Well, that sucks.
I grew up as the only Asian friend in the friend group.
I understand.
What type of guys do you normally date?
White guys.
Just mainly white guys.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Just not being like accepted for like my ethnicity.
And you don't want to share with me?
Like, oh, you're pretty good looking for, you know, for an Asian guy though. Like, they don't know how much that hurts.
2 seconds later.
I don't hear anyone in my pod. Where is she?
And then I'll probably put my mouth all over you.
What?
Call 911 now!
I don't know how long I can do that for before I'm just gonna want to sit on you.
Dude, put that thing away. They're like children here.
2 seconds later.
How you feeling?
I am so tired of Asian men being embarrassed and rejected on American dating shows. And this season of Love is Blind is no exception. But it's not just these shows that Asian men don't win. It's Asian men in general across America and every Western country that continue to keep losing when it comes to the game of dating and romance. In this video, we're going to take a look at this good-intentioned Asian guy who completely lost the game. I'm going to show you the mistakes that he makes that reflects the mistakes that a lot of Asian Americans make that keep Asian men single and lonely. You'll be able to learn from his mistakes. That's the good news. And to recognize how to win this game that is stacked against you. Towards the end, I'll show you my secrets and my methods.
Wait for it.
Now, before we talk about Patrick, we have to talk about the only one other notable Asian character on the Love is Blind series.
It's okay that I'm doing it.
Like, your eyes are hurting me? Like,
Yeah.
I don't mean...
I never thought I could care for someone that would bring me to tears.
This guy pretended to cry when he got rejected. And look at the reaction from the cast, because it reflects a lot of like how American society views Asian men.
Andrew's the character.
It's typical Andrew. He's a very theatrical person.
None of us, like, I don't think we have any hard feelings toward Andrew.
The guys reacted cool, but the women completely trashed him.
Trash, throw it away.
It's one thing to say, like, oh, through a wall, like, there's something, you're deceitful, like, you're too cool, calm, and collected, like, something is up, you know, your senses go high.
Emotional damage!
Now, you can argue that this is a reality show and that they're all clout chasers, right? But this is how most Asian men feel in America. If you get rejected, not only the women, but sometimes the men make fun of you, like, haha, what's that Asian guy doing? Unlike other guys, Asian Americans only get to make a few minor mistakes. And if we make a really big mistake, everybody talks about it. Oh, there's that Asian guy who did that embarrassing thing.
Trash, throw it away.
To understand Patrick, you not only have to understand the Asian American guy experience, you have to understand the Asian American guy experience in a town that is predominantly white.
My major insecurity in the past was being an Asian American man in a predominantly Caucasian area.
All the Tinder pics are guys with fishing or guys doing outdoors things, right? And you have to be part of that culture. This is not San Francisco or New York or LA where there's a diverse group of people doing diverse group of things. Everyone's doing kind of the same thing.
Grew up as the only Asian kid in class.
And here's where I introduce you to the first principle, the invisible wall. The invisible wall, or the bamboo ceiling, is this invisible force where you feel like you're interacting with people, you're trying to get to know them, but there's this wall that's blocking you from connecting with them. And you have a hunch that maybe it's because you're Asian, but you can't quite prove it. So in the back of your mind, you're always thinking, why do I have this friction when I'm trying to connect with somebody?
For some reason, the uncomfortability of interracial dating has definitely limited my ability to develop connections with women.
So imagine this invisible wall when you're a kid, when you grow up in high school, when you go to college, when you graduate and finally get a good job, you still feel this invisible wall in your social life and at work. After 30 years of this, Patrick now, if you understand his history, he actually feels ashamed of his ethnicity. He feels ostracized. He feels like, why won't you guys accept me for me?
To just be loved for who I am versus my ethnicity or how I look, that is my biggest dream and hope.
He probably, I would guess, feels extremely lonely.
Just not being like accepted for like my ethnicity. I'm gonna have to go back to Denver by myself.
Now, given this context, as the situation unfolds, you're going to see how from this framework, Patrick, everything he says and his nonverbals basically tells me when I view him, in my humble opinion, he is dying for love. He is dying for someone to tell him, you are okay, you are good enough. We accept you as you are. That's what he needs the most. And he thinks that by falling in love and finding love, that he's gonna get that. But that's not something that someone gives you. That's something you give yourself. Now, because of Patrick's mental state and where he's at, even though he seems like a good guy with good intentions and good manners, he misses several big red flags with the women that he's dating. And this mindset creates dangerous situations where he rationalizes a lot of potential red flags. Now, the first girl is this Asian American girl who is a walking red flag.
Typically, I go for red flags.
What? What the f?
No, I'm just kidding.
She's dating this white guy and Patrick at the same time. And that's okay, they're still in dating phase. However, first, she's indecisive.
I can't decide between Blake or Patrick.
Second, it's very clear that she likes white guys.
My dating history is like just a lot of white guys, honestly.
No shit.
Third, I found the footage of her kind of annoying. She's kind of hard to get along with.
Anna. Is it short for anything?
Anna. Patrick.
Anna, sorry.
Because Patrick is desperate for love, he has this tendency to rationalize everything. Rationalization is us explaining away inconsistencies in what we observe to fit a pre-existing narrative or hypothesis. He says things like, oh yeah, Anna and I, opposites attract. And here you can see Anna correcting him. Actually, we're not opposites, we're the same, right?
You know the saying that opposites attract?
Are we opposites?
Personality.
I don't think we are. Your opposite is what you usually date.
Anna, on the other hand, is super masculine. I don't want a girl saying, hey dude, I love you dude, don't hurt me dude.
You have truly met your match, dude. Don't hurt me, dude.
I won't.
And it's clear that she's been hurt by white guys.
What did he say?
And maybe I wouldn't have given Patrick a chance in the outside world.
No shit.
But in here, I feel so comfortable with him.
And I can tell you, this is just a hypothesis, but I'm like 90% sure I'm right. She has always been the side piece for white guys because of how she looks. She's an exotic looking Asian girl who's a little bit overweight, and a lot of them don't take her seriously. So she's always been hurt and she's always been the side piece. And now, because of that, she's winning them over with her personality in these rooms. Deep down, she's afraid that when they see her in person, the same thing's gonna happen every time as in real life. They're going to reject her.
I don't know why I'm tearing up right now.
Now, she starts tearing up here, I believe, because unlike all the boy white guys that she's dated, Patrick actually appreciates her for her. He's showing commitment, unlike all these white guys that she's dated. And she says this is almost too good to be true. So Patrick decides to give Anna his heart, his number one. Big mistake.
It's a trap!
Finally, he found someone that shares his struggles, and he misattributes their common misfortune with love.
Crazy, but I can relate.
You can?
Yeah.
Really?
My parents are also from a different country.
Because they're both Asian and they experienced discrimination in Colorado, that somehow they're right for each other. No, that's a very common dating mistake. Just because you have a similar misfortune, it does not make you compatible long term. And then what happens?
Have you ever ghosted someone?
Ooh. But I've never been dating someone consistently and then just out of nowhere ghost them.
You lying? Yeah.
If I'm not feeling it, I have no problem being like, hey.
A few moments later.
I don't hear anyone in my pod. Anna? Anyone?
Bro, that's up what they be doing to y'all.
How you doing, man? She never showed up. Damn.
She ghosts.
Anna. Where is she?
Call 911 now!
Where is she?
Here, you see Patrick rationalizing again. There must be another reason. Our connection was so strong.
But I think that her and I are just too strong of a connection for her to even think about her other connection personally.
She's my person.
You feel you were falling in love with her?
Yeah, for sure. She is my person.
Come on now, dog.
Now, American viewers are confused by this ghosting. I'll tell you the truth.
Yeah, boy.
Anna left because despite her bubbly personality and her practice hiding a lot of her red flags, when guys see her, she gets rejected. Or she remains a side piece for good-looking white guys.
What did he say?
She knows this because that's been her whole life, and so she ejects before she faces rejection, even though there's a chance that it might still go well. In the men's dating world, we call this premature ejaculation. The guy's talking to the girl and it's going well, and he says, okay, bye, see you, and he ejects himself out of that interaction because he's afraid that eventually the girl's gonna reject him anyway. This is just too good to be true. And to be fair, their fear is not unfounded. When I watched Love is Blind all 9 seasons, I can tell you definitively that every single couple that's worked out, their partner has met at least their minimum physical requirement, what they expect in the other partner. Every single couple that worked out had that check mark. In the real world, for Asian guys, most Asian girls don't date them. They date white guys. So Patrick is looking for love. He has no other choice but to date white girls because there's no other option. 95% white, what else are you gonna do? So he's not desperate for anything.
And that means just putting in the work, asking the right questions, making sure I'm not creating any drama within the boys' lounge.
No, God!
Make sure I'm not creating any drama in the girls' lounge.
No, God!
But I probably did.
This is really sad. In Asian culture as kids, we valued obedience in society. We valued following the rules. We were taught to be respectful of our elders and what society tells you to do. We learned that making mistakes was bad. I got 95 on a test once, and the teacher took out this bamboo stick and hit me 5 times. There were kids that got 70 out of that test, and their hands were literally bleeding by the end of it.
Oh, hell no!
Now, eventually, it's no longer legal to hit kids in Taiwan, but back when I was growing up, it was perfectly legal, and we experienced it every week. Now, how do you think a kid like this grows up to be? They're gonna be like Patrick, afraid to make mistakes, afraid to shake the table. A lot of Asian guys in America have this problem. They think that by putting in more effort, asking the right questions, I'll eventually get success in dating. But he's wrong, because attraction isn't a conscious choice. In the game of dating, you have to try hard to look like you're not trying hard. And you have to keep practicing until this becomes effortless. In dating, it's not about playing it safe. It's about being able to generate that fantasy, that playfulness, that push and pull, the flirting. That's not logical. You can't put more effort into logic. It has to go the other direction into vibe and emotion. And Patrick just doesn't understand this. The girl has to feel safe, comfortable, and excited and adventurous at the same time with you. There has to be a roller coaster of emotions. There's this paradox that women want safety, comfort, and predictability, but they also want unpredictability, adventure, mystery, and fun. And this paradox in dating is what most Asian guys don't get because their thinking is very logical. It's like a flowchart. But in this paradoxical game of dating, it's the dichotomy and the seeming paradox of both truths. Patrick doesn't understand this, and like most Asian guys, he just keeps trying harder and harder in a system that he learned gets him success at work, but not in dating. So he keeps running his head against the wall, and he keeps hurting himself, and he just keeps trying harder and harder with no results.
How you doing?
I'm alright. Just
Thinking?
yeah.
Lost in translation?
Come on, man.
Yeah. I'm searching for chemistry, loyalty, love.
Now this laugh right here actually got me a little bit upset.
Patrick with the one-liners, bro.
Because this experience right here is like most American guys, they see Patrick and they're thinking, bro, chill, why are you trying so hard? Because they don't understand what it's like to be a minority. There was a Dave Chappelle skit called The Mad Real World. He's like, they always put one crazy black guy in a house full of white people. And Dave Chappelle is like, what if you put one normal white guy in a house of crazy black people?
This is the true story of 6 motherfucking strangers
Being put in a motherfucking house and having motherfucking lives taken.
When I first entered the house, needless to say, I was a little surprised to meet the other roommates.
Of course, that guy would be crazy too. And his point was, how can you criticize this black guy for getting mad or getting crazy in a house full of crazy white people that you casted? The same thing's happening here. These guys don't understand that for Patrick, he can't think his way out of it. He's struggling. Now, to be fair, even when I look at Patrick, I can see my former self. I'm like, bro, you need to chill. We need to try hard, but we need to put that effort on a different spectrum. It's like this wavelength isn't working. You gotta change the channel to a different spectrum and learn game. But he doesn't know game, so all he knows is, let me ask better questions. Let me try harder. Let me show the girl that I'm committed. And all these things are actually working against him.
She is totally open to different ethnicities, and her sister lives in Korea, and her dad Gosh, it makes me feel ridiculously comfortable.
So here again, Patrick rationalizes now that Kacie is his number one. His brain goes into overdrive rationalizing things, as you see throughout this whole season. He's rationalizing how even though she's a white girl, her Mormon family, her dad sings in Korean, they like Korea. Look, it doesn't really matter how mixed her brothers are or her family is. At the end of the day, it's the girl that counts. You gotta recognize when a girl is open to dating an Asian guy. And in my course, Dating Without Borders, I teach you some of the things to look out for and the questions to ask to determine this. But Patrick doesn't know any of this. So he starts rationalizing. His brain is telling him, now fall in love with this girl. This is your only option. Do not go home alone. You'll be lonely and sad. So now this is his only way out in his mind.
Finding love of my life was definitely the whole goal. I got to do everything I can to get there.
Here, Patrick's friend is trying to tell him, hey, I know you like this girl, but just so you know, here's some red flags.
If I'm being completely honest, my take on her is she's a little...
And before he could even tell him, Patrick shuts him down.
Let's not talk about it.
Sorry.
Yeah, I'm good because
you're good.
She's waiting for me. I know she is.
He doesn't want evidence of this. He just wants to fall in love. And then he does this crazy mental gymnastics of how Kacie, she's waiting for me. I'm the one holding her back. She's trying to send me a secret message.
Oh, really?
I'm the one that's holding back, you know? And I could tell. It all makes sense now.
Come on, man.
I see what she was trying to tell me.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
She was basically trying to tell me she really likes me, or loves me or whatever.
Even the show producers saw this weirdness in his rationalization, and they even asked him, watch.
We agree on a lot of things. We agree on basically everything.
Yeah, what specifically?
Man, dude, I gotta recall the date, dude. Sorry, man.
Now, to be fair, once upon a time, when I first got my job at Google, there was this female manager. We'll call her M. But M turned out to be a crazy manager. And I didn't recognize it at the time. And so she gave me these crazy tasks. I was with another friend of mine at the time. And I would tell him, Em is just testing me. I think she knows I'm really smart. And she's just giving me all this work to see if I can handle it. And once I pass the test, I'm sure she'll take it easy on me. I'm sure that, she's giving me like the work of 4 people because she's testing me to see if I can do it. And then I was rationalizing this like crazy story that M is a good person. Well, it turns out that M actually ended up, after a few years, losing her whole team. Everyone wanted to switch teams because she was so hard to work with. And I heard from a Google friend that eventually she ended up in a mental asylum.
What?
Now, I tell you the story because I was like Patrick. I was rationalizing that because I'm at Google, I was so happy. My mind had to convince myself that this was the right path and the person I was with, even though they're an abuser, was my ticket to a better life. Kind of like Stockholm Syndrome. You know how a pregnant woman, when she gets pregnant, she'll rationalize like an abusive husband because in her brain, that's her survival strategy, right? So that's what's happening to Patrick here. He's rationalizing so hard because he's so adverse to being alone again. Now, Kacie, to be fair, good-looking girl, and what she does have is good vibes.
Okay, get ready to shoot your shot.
There we go. Kacie, dude, holy smokes.
Oh!
She likes to banter with me.
She knows how to pump the energy. You'll notice her conversations with Patrick, it's not logical like Patrick, like logic, A equals B, 1 + 1 = 2. Kacie is all about fun and vibe.
She likes to be competitive with my thoughts. She likes to challenge me. Oh my God, I missed.
You just gotta be better.
She's just so sick, dude. She's sick, man.
And this type of communication is foreign to Patrick. Oh my God, finally someone just like relating to me and vibing, and it's fun. And a lot of American girls are good at this. Because of her vibe winning Patrick over, Patrick misses some pretty big red flags.
I've never not been cheated on, so that's great. I have a big heart and I want to give it to somebody that deserves it.
Come on, man.
The last guy I dated was in social media and it was not good. There was another hot blonde always on the horizon, and it ended up making me crazy.
No shit.
Because I was like, wait, why don't I look like that girl though? And it's so funny, I'm getting emotional.
The first mistake is that he's overly apologetic about his ethnicity. He almost feels ashamed of it. And he shares this with her, but it's super unattractive.
Okay.
Do you think I should share it with you?
Yeah, I think you should.
Like my ethnicity?
Mm-hmm.
The second thing is he's always hesitating.
Yeah, well.
Or where are your parents from?
Yeah, well.
And you can see Kacie get annoyed at him. He's taking a long time to respond.
I'm wondering why you're so hesitant.
About it?
Mm-hmm.
And when he does respond, it's not clear or it's not strong. It feels shaky. He's unsure of himself.
Yeah, I mean, so my parents are,
Okay.
but I'm half Chinese, half Cambodian.
Do it! Just do it!
Okay.
So I just have the mix there. It's like South Asian and Chinese.
Okay.
Another mistake is that he lets Kacie sexually manipulate him into doing something he doesn't want to do or committing before he's ready.
I'm probably gonna start kind of slow with you. I'll kiss you from your neck all the way down.
What the hell?
And then I'll probably put my mouth all over you.
Call 911 now!
I don't know how long I can do that for before I'm just gonna want to sit on you.
Just do it!
What else?
It's a trap!
I am gonna go crazy on you, I think.
Nathan, call 911!
I think I'm gonna think you are so hot. It's just not even funny.
You lying? Yeah.
And I want to do all the things for you.
The fourth mistake is he didn't qualify hard enough. He confuses her trying attempt to get him to commit with actual real-life compatibility and asking questions of whether or not they would actually fit together in the real world.
We just have to go through a couple more days. What scares you the most?
Your connections with other people and stuff. I was dating my other guy. A different reality show reached out and asked me to do that show.
Your boyfriend told you to go on a dating reality TV show?
Yep.
What?
I should have left him many times, Patrick.
Did he tell you the same spiel for Love is Blind or what?
Yeah.
What the
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Run.
Yeah, he doesn't think this is gonna work. He's gonna be very wrong. If we get engaged, I don't really care to tell him.
What?
All I actually do is care about you right now, so.
I appreciate that. I ended everything that I had before I came here. I didn't make up a backup plan.
Damn!
No, I don't have a backup plan.
You lying? Yeah.
The fifth mistake he makes is that he doesn't understand that marriage, while serious to him, doesn't mean the same for Kacie.
It's just so important.
I am a very giving, committed girl.
If you watch Kacie's interviews, you'll see Kacie sees this as a way to get revenge on her current boyfriend.
I've never dated somebody that looks like him. I've always just been so look-base heavy.
No shit.
I know how I am. I don't know. I don't know how I'm gonna be.
A few moments later.
I mean, look at this. Crazy. I can't stop looking at my ring. He's great. He's so great.
And he's your fiance.
I know, it's crazy. I know.
She sees the ring as a symbol of her finally not being taken advantage of or cheated on by these, in her own words, boy white guys.
I hope he thinks I'm hot as
So she sees this Asian guy as a way out of her misery.
It's the greatest comeback story of all time.
And guess what? When Patrick says things like this, I'm really good looking for an Asian guy.
Like, remember I told you about like me being Asian?
Yeah.
Oh, he's good looking for an Asian guy. He's that good looking Asian guy, you know?
In Kacie's mind, this is what she's seeing, not this. To be fair, I really did think Kacie did try. She was trying to do mental gymnastics as well. She wanted the engagement. She wanted to be away from this guy who was taking advantage of her. But she didn't know how to do it, so she uses sex to trade for happiness. She's more focused on the ring than she is on Patrick. Finally, Patrick's refusal to see how strong his rationalizations are, how extreme they are, happens all the way to the end.
I'm like at a loss for words right now.
Why?
Because you're here now.
Come on, man.
I finally like have somebody that like looked at me the way he looked at me.
Meanwhile,
he can't even recognize that the girl's breaking up with him.
I can't.
Yeah, no, you're good. I got you.
Like ask me if it's anything to do with what you look like, and I just like no.
Why the fuck you lying?
Everything else that comes with all of it.
Don't worry, we can take it slow. We can slow it down.
You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to be unplugged.
He doesn't believe it when the producers try to tell him. He just rationalizes here again.
I think I'll probably take it slow with her moving forward, but she says she still loves me, so yeah.
No, God!
I think she's pretty genuine. I don't think she's gaslighting. You can tell we're attracted to each other. It has nothing to do with physical attraction.
God damn it! You can't make this shit up!
I'm so appreciative of the experience. It's been amazing. Did she give you, did she say she needed to go home? Is that what she told you guys earlier?
Look, I sympathize with Patrick because I've been where he is, in my 20s, not 30s. And I recognize that what Patrick's going through, so many Asian American guys are going through as well. He represents a lot of Asian guys in Western countries. But I'm also frustrated watching him because he just seems unwilling to learn from his mistakes. I'm frustrated because he doesn't recognize that the rules of the game that he's playing doesn't apply to this game of love.
I just unfortunately don't think like my attraction to him is gonna grow that much. And it sucks.
Really, bitch?
I just don't think I could get there with him. Like, period.
And that's on period.
It's impossible for him to win with the old rules. Now, how can you win a game that's rigged against you? How can you as an Asian guy actually date freely in an all-white town? Well, I talk about this in depth in my Dating Without Borders course, specifically made for Asian guys in this situation. But I'll give you a few tips. The first one is you gotta embrace your origins and ethnicity. You gotta go back to Asia, find out where you're from, find out your relatives, and just be in tune with the culture. The second thing is you have to learn how to express yourself and your personality in line with the appreciation of your culture. Third thing, never be apologetic about where you're from. In fact, embrace it. The fourth thing is there are certain things that you can look out for and ask that's very clear to you whether a white girl would date an Asian guy. The best way to tell is whether she's dated non-white guys in the past. The second best way to tell is when you ask her where she would like to travel to if she mentions any place in Asia. The third best way to tell is to watch her nonverbals and her micro expressions when she says, I'm open to dating Asian guys, or when you say, would you be open dating a non-white guy ever in your life? I do think Kacie's a good person at heart who's just been traumatized by the F-boys that she's dated. I do think that in her mind, her sexuality is a bargaining chip to trade for love or connection. Even in their final goodbyes, you see Kacie here trying to give him value by really just sexing it up. This is very, very unhealthy behavior because what Patrick's just going to feel more hurt and more confused when he finds out that she's breaking up with him and she's never going to feel attracted to him. Probably when he sees the footage of the show.
I could get there with him. Like, period.
The more foreign you look, the more foreign you are, the more you have to embrace your culture but also assimilate at the same time. So what you want to do is be a total perfect blend of both cultures, and you want to accentuate and enhance your culture. The more fobby you look, the less ideal you look to the European type or the at least Asian European archetype, the less mistakes you can make in the game of dating. The reality is if you stick to your Asian enclave, there's only so many people in the Asian enclave in a white town. Even in New York and LA, there are big Asian enclaves and you can't find an Asian girlfriend, but a lot of those Asian girls, they'll be dating white guys. So there's no choice for you but to learn this game of dating, how dating psychology actually works, and how to attract women in general. And you're gonna have to get really good with rejection management of the 20 to 30 and sometimes 50% of women, depending on how foreign you look, that just won't date you because you're Asian, and to filter them out quickly so you can move on to the next girl, because it's always easier to attract a new girl than to convince one to like you back. If you're an Asian guy and you want more help, check out some of the links and the free resources in the description. If you're an Asian guy who wants to get practice with model girls and model dates and ask me questions every week, join our thriving community on School. Just go to school.com/social skills. We're starting to get a really big community going. You're gonna meet a lot of friends along this journey. You're not gonna be the only Asian guy in town anymore. So check out our School community and check out datingwithoutborders.net. Enjoy.